Your van comes equipped with two dryers, the force dryer and the fluff dryer. Actually, this fluff dryer can also be used as a force dryer, but on the force mode, it's not quite as powerful as the force dryer. Okay, let's talk about the fluff dryer. When you turn this on, okay, I'm turning it off so we can talk. It turns on air to this hose. Shortly, I'll show you how to change these nozzle tips, but basically, I would use this one primarily as a fluff hands-free dryer at a distance from the dog. Because the way this cone nozzle is made, it will drag air into the airstream that is spinning and blow more air onto the dog. So what I would end up doing is while I'm using that force dryer, I would have this on in the background blowing general air on the dog in the area where I have already blown off most of the water. All right. And of course you can adjust where it's pointing with your Chris Christensen flex arm. And it's very important that you utilize this clip, because what this clip does, it holds this hose so it doesn't pull on this arm, because without it clipped, sometimes this hose will slowly lower or it'll move. Having that hose clipped takes the weight off of that arm so that it can stay in position where you put it. Also remember, you can bring this out and over the dog. So if you need to have both hands, one holding the hair and another brushing, you can do hands-free fluff drying or brushing out and blowing out coat. Now let's talk about the force dryer. The force dryer hose is usually on the right hand side and goes up under the table. You have clips up under here to hold it. So if you need to hang it up while you're drying a dog, you just clip it like this, or you can clip it on both, especially when you're showing the truck off to a new customer. But this is going to be your high force dryer. The force dryer is a very specialized dryer. It has a soft start motor, so it takes a lot of the stress off of the inverter, and if you were to happen to put one of these in a generator-based one, it would help the voltage regulator to hold up longer. It also has the twist collar that tightens up on the nozzle, so if you turn the collar this way just a little bit, you can take this nozzle straight out, which I'll demonstrate that in a moment. We have 3 different nozzles. This is what we call our medium flat. Then we have our full flat nozzle, which is my favorite because you can press this against the coat, slide it in one direction, and it works just like it does when you are hand squeegeeing a dog. You know how you squeeze water off? You use the air to do that, and it'll get that bulk water out much faster than doing the shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake, shimmy, 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 shake, shake, kind of holding it at a distance. It's better to push this right up against the coat and push off all the water in one direction. And then, of course, we have the cone nozzle. All 3 of these nozzles interchange between both of these dryers, so you can pick whichever one you like the best. But please, I want you to make this note on your paper. So grab your pen and write this down. A loud dryer is not necessarily the most powerful. This is the loudest nozzle because of the way the air comes out of this spinning. But it is not the most powerful. So if you start feeling like this is more powerful than the medium nozzle, it is simply because you're hearing it and it's louder. I have done tests to prove this. At this point, I'm just going to ask you to trust me on that. But the thing I don't like about the cone nozzles when it comes to drying a dog is all the spinning and twisting that it does to the coat. You know what I'm talking about. You got that long coat, and you put your cone nozzle, say about 6 or 7 inches away from it, and you can just watch that hair twist and spin and tangle up. This nozzle and this nozzle won't do that. So it saves you a lot of time on the detangling side. The best practices for using the flat nozzles is demonstrated in another video on this website. Please look for it so you will fully understand how to use these flat nozzles and optimize your drying speeds. The flat nozzles are always faster than the cone nozzles because it pushes the water in one direction and doesn't throw it back on the dog like the cone nozzles do. Plus, you only have to make one pass instead of 3. And let's not forget that a flat nozzle does not spin the air and does not twist and tangle the coat. Please remember, if your drying slows down on a dog, you do not have to get a hotter air dryer. Simply reduce the humidity in the space by turning on the air conditioner, opening a vent. Anything that brings the humidity down will speed up your drying drastically, and you will see it pretty quickly too, probably within a minute or so. So don't forget, your humidity level must be low to dry very fast. Go HanV.